Why, hello there everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Star Wars headquarters. Hope you guys are all doing good. Let me know how you're doing in the chat, and Geonosis is almost upon us. If you don't know already, Geonosis and Obi-Wan Kenobi, of course, release on November 28th. And I just recently got back from Stockholm, Sweden, because DICE and EA, they flew me out to Stockholm. I got to capture some gameplay of Star Wars Battlefront 2 on Geonosis with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and that's what you're seeing right now. This is the gameplay I recorded over in Stockholm, and I'm going to be answering your questions during the stream. So guys, if you are as excited as I am for Geonosis, hit that like button and let me know. Feel free to share the stream, guys, with your friends. And hello everybody, hey John, hey Boris. Boris says, I cannot wait. Hello everybody. Hey Dr. 5K, what's up? Hey Ron. It's Ron Swanson. It's Ron Swanson. He does not eat any lettuce. Hey Connor, what's up guys? How is everybody doing? Let me know what footage you guys want to see. Let's jump over to Obi-Wan. So let's jump over to some Obi-Wan Kenobi gameplay, shall we? Now, right now, we're looking at the ATTE, by the way, obviously. And we will jump back to that, but I know if you guys have not seen Obi-Wan just yet, let's take a look at him on Geonosis during the Sandstorm. This is actually, I believe this is between Phase 2 and 3 right here, guys. And Obi-Wan is wearing his Jedi Master outfit, and you can see the ATTE come in here and be dropped off by an LAAT. It is awesome to see this, and I apologize if my voice is a little bit rasp. I did definitely catch a cold from traveling, so I do apologize about that, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna push through it. But I want to thank you guys for joining, and thank you to Mace Windu, who donated. Thank you for that very much. Definitely appreciate that. It says, any word on armored officers? There's no official word on that just yet, but you know, they're kind of hinting at that, so we will see if that happens. A lot of people want to see armored officers. I really want to see it. Let me know if you guys want to see it as well. But it's definitely something that I want to see for sure. And this section of the map, when I was playing over at DICE, this section of the map right here, it opens up. So, you know, the sandstorm will prevent a lot of the sniping that could go on in the section. But you still want to use cover like I'm doing right here. And you still got to be really mindful of your surroundings. And remember to use the high ground. Don't forget to use the high ground, people. You don't want to forget that, because you want to take Obi-Wan's advice. You don't want to end up like Anakin. Make sure you take the high ground. But yeah, so far, you know, when I played with Obi-Wan Kenobi, he feels very powerful. You know, he's got 3 abilities there, obviously. He's got his mind trick ability, his force push ability, and then he's got an ability that's kind of similar to Grievous's Unrelenting Advance, I believe it's called. So he's got those 3 abilities going for him. And, you know, his block, guys, it's almost like an ability in of itself. His block is so powerful that you should use that almost like it's an ability. Because you can just stand there and deflect blaster fire all day long with Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I believe he is the most accurate hero at deflecting blaster fire back at his enemy. So remember that. So remember to deflect the blaster fire. Use it like it's a weapon, because it really does work, and it will save your butt many times when you play with Obi-Wan Kenobi for sure. I'll be jumping over to his Jedi robes outfit here in just a second as well. So we'll take a look at that. So let's take a look at some questions here. So Nightwolf98 wants to know, is Obi-Wan a defensive character? Well, I would say he's both defensive and offensive. You know, the best defense is an offense. So I think he's both. And the reason for that is because not only is his lightsaber strike powerful, but as I mentioned before, guys, his block is super powerful as well, making him both a really good defensive and offensive player. So he's very well rounded. Let's see, Magician, I think it was, wanted to know what was my favorite ability. for Obi-Wan? Good question. So I really love his ability where he force pushes. Like, that's my favorite ability of Obi-Wan so far. And we'll jump over to his Jedi robe skin right now. So you can see this. This is his, to me, when I see him in this outfit, I think of him as a more wiser Obi-Wan, or a more wise Obi-Wan, if you will. He just looks more old with this outfit on. I'm not sure if it's because, of course, you know, old Ben wore this as well. I don't know if that's the reason, but, or something similar to this, I should say. But I describe his other outfit as his more athletic outfit, where he's, you know, wanting to go all in combat. But let me know, which outfit is your favorite? Do you like his Jedi robes outfit, or do you like his Jedi Master outfit? Let me know. Hello there, Immune. What's up? How are you doing? Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Hey, Cringe Jedi. How's it going, man? How is everybody doing today? Are you guys excited for Geonosis like I am? I am very, very excited. Even after playing it. I only got a couple hours with it. But man, I am so thankful to DICE and EA for flying me out. I mean, it was an amazing experience. And right here you can see that I'm trying my best, guys, to get into a duel with General Grievous. I was like, man, I want to capture this footage for you guys where it's Obi-Wan versus General Grievous. And right here, this move, the defensive rush, in that situation, I probably should not have used it at that time. Defensive rush is probably better when you are in tight spaces. You know, like the canyons right here. It's not going to be as useful in wide open spaces. I learned that real quick. So again, I'm kind of playing with Obi-Wan for the very first time here, learning his abilities and learning it on the fly. And right here, I definitely have the high ground over the droids. I mean, I have definitely a really good position here, but you still got to be very careful. Well, hello there, Scoundrels Katina. How's it going? Thank you, Riglo. Thank you. Definitely appreciate that donation. Thank you, man. It says, hello there. We are all here for you, HQ. Thank you, man. Definitely appreciate that. You guys make my day. I definitely appreciate that. Michael says, his robe flows like the Emperor's. Yeah, I was a little bit worried about how DICE would animate his robe. You know, I was like, man, is this going to look good? Is it going to look kind of crappy? But it looks really, really good. And, you know, it can't be easy to animate a robe because, of course, it has to interact dynamically with your movement. So it can't be easy. Dominic says, I am so hyped. Hello there, Master Porgs. How are you doing? Do you guys like the Porg animation, by the way? Let me know. Let me know if you like the Porg animation or not. I believe it's the first time I've done it here on YouTube with you guys. Now keep in mind, we also do daily live streams on Facebook. So we do daily live streams at facebook.com/StarWarsHQ. Of course, we'll be live streaming this as well. So look forward to that. But, you know, when it comes out on the 28th. But who is going to take off work or completely skip school if you go to school that day? Let me know. Lord Tenchi says, I love it already.
Any surviving units? We need more time to rig the charges on the droid.
Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the 212th Attack Battalion. Or Battalion. And this is the beginning of the match. So we're heading into Phase 1. And Phase 1 is probably one of my favorite parts of Geonosis. Not only do you see the Geonosians flying up there in the sky, which is really cool, but it's kind of close quarters. It's definitely more close quarters. You got the canyons. You also go into a cave right here, which is really cool. Like, this cave is very cool. And I hope they add, like, Geonosians that you can play as. That you can become as a reinforcement in the future. And you can kind of hide in those caves. But right now, there's no word on if Geonosians are going to become reinforcements, but I sure hope that happens in the future.
Demolition mission failure imminent. I think we can lend a hand.
See what everybody's saying. Kieran has donated. Thank you, Kieran. Definitely appreciate the force is strong with you. Kieran wants to know, have you seen the new 212 Phase 2 skin? Or are they a disappointment? I haven't seen those yet. That's a good question. I have not seen those just yet. Ollie wants to know, is Geonosis in arcade mode? To my knowledge, it is not in arcade mode just yet. For Geonosis, I think we're only getting Galactic Assault at first. But I really want to see them expand on this and add Geonosis, of course, to Blast mode, Strike mode, Heroes versus Villains. And then, of course, arcade, because, you know, I play all of those modes, and I would love to see that. What mode do you guys play the most, by the way? What mode is your favorite mode of them all? Telecast wants to know, is this map out now? No, not yet. So this releases on Wednesday. So this releases on Wednesday the 28th, to be exact, and Obi-Wan releases with it and all that stuff. Now, I'm using the ATTE here, guys, and the ATTE is absolutely amazing. Now, with this, I'm using the main gun on top, but what you have to do is use the main gun on top and then activate the ion shot to disrupt the shields of the hard cell ships. So that's the order of operations. I didn't do it quite right. Let me make sure I answered all your questions here. Hopefully I did. Let me see. Lots of people asking questions. Make sure I get to your questions. So Luke donated. Thank you, Luke. Appreciate that, man. So do you agree that the 2003 Clone Wars are better than the god-awful 2008 Clone Wars? I mean, I love all Clone Wars, to be honest with you. I love all Clone Wars, so if it's Clone Wars, guys, you know me. I love it. Like, I think DICE should just focus on the Clone Wars even after Geonosis releases clear into 2019. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments. Would you like to see them just focus on like new maps like Coruscant, new heroes, like maybe Ahsoka, stuff like that? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Or to the side. Right now the comments are actually to the side. And right now, if you guys are watching, this is actually footage I captured from DICE when I went to Stockholm, Sweden. So I was flown out to Stockholm, Sweden, got to meet up with the developers, other game changers, hang out with them, play some Geonosis, play with Obi-Wan Kenobi. It was an incredible experience. I had a blast hanging out with these guys, playing Geonosis. It was so much fun. And this is the result. Thankfully, I got some good footage, or at least I think I did. Like right here, I'm taking on an AAT. This was a pretty epic battle here. I think this is Massive G that I'm facing off against. And me and him were going back and forth. No, this is Battlefront updates, and we were going back and forth. And it was pretty intense, guys. It was pretty intense, and it was a fun experience. I had so much fun playing this map. Michael Scott says, they kidnapped you. Thank you, Ducky. Ducky sent over a donation as well. Says, hi, Ryan. I hope you're having an awesome day. I hope you're having an awesome day, too. Hope you guys are all having an awesome day. Let me know what you're up to today. I know you guys are impatiently waiting for the release of Geonosis on Wednesday. Now, this is the BARC Speeder. So, of course, this is a new speeder. And just like all of the speeders, you have to be really quick. You have to be really nimble with these things. And you have to avoid fire because they can take these things out easily. Like I was just taken out very quickly there. They have hardly any armor. Same thing with the STAP. So this is the new STAP right here. And, excuse me, this one is really, really fun to drive. Super fast, but super weak. The aiming is a little bit weird, I have to admit. I hope they fix the aiming just a little bit because, like, when you try to aim up, it automatically kind of pushes your reticule down for some reason. Not sure why that is, but hopefully they fix it in the future. I'm sure they're going to tweak the actual control of this to be a little bit more forgiving with the controls, but it was definitely fun to drive. Tebow wants to know, any news on the new mode? So there's no new news on the new large-scale game mode just yet. what I do know, of course, is that they are developing the command posts, because they showed a picture of it on Twitter. So that's exciting. So that's something to definitely get excited about, guys. Okay, so let's take a look at General Grievous's new Shattered Armor skin. This is his legendary skin, guys. This thing is 80,000 credits. No, I did not say that wrong. It's 80,000 credits. It's absolutely insane how expensive it is. But let's take a look at General Grievous's Shattered Armor skin. This skin is definitely my favorite of General Grievous's. It's so cool because you can see his ripped cape in the background there. And it just looks so cool. Plus there's like burning embers coming off his back as well.
We need to reconsider.
And let me double check something here.
Around the foundries. The core ship will do so from orbit.
John also donated. Thank you, John. John says, do you think we will get a legendary skin for Obi-Wan? Like a General Clone Armor skin? So that's a good question. So he does have a third skin coming up, of course. And I don't know if that's going to be considered legendary or not. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Hopefully it's not too expensive because it's going to be a really cool skin, of course. And I believe I already confirmed it. And, you know, I'm excited for it. I cannot wait. Let me know, what other skins for Obi-Wan do you want to see besides the ones that we know of? Beakley also donated. Thank you guys for the donations. The force is strong with you guys. Says this is what it should have been. I totally agree, man. You couldn't have said it any better. I mean, you know, this is how it should have been at the beginning. And, you know, I think the next step is a conquest-style mode, which is what they're promising with the large-scale game mode that's coming in February. And that mode's not only going to allow us to capture command posts, but we'll also be able to take down capital ships as well. So that mode could be better than Conquest. That's what I'm hoping for. So I think when that arrives, they should really narrow their focus on Clone Wars content and that Conquest mode. Adding new heroes, adding new maps, and just give us what we want. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Tyler says, I cannot wait to play some Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the 28th. Yes, I cannot wait. Finn says, rest in peace, General Grievous's cape skin. Well, this one's really cool, though. I mean, if I had to choose between a cape skin or this one, that's a tough decision, because this one's just so cool. But it would still be pretty cool to see a cape skin in the future as well. Hello there, General Grievous. How are you? I believe so, Ghost. Yes, I believe there's going to be a Geonosis only playlist on the 28th, from what I understand. Yep. And this is gameplay. If you guys are just joining me, this is actual gameplay from the event I attended in Stockholm, Sweden. And let's go ahead and get some droid action going here, guys, because this is the new droid Geonosis skin. Because as you can tell, I'm playing with the Assault class. As you know, the Assault class never looks like this. So this is definitely a new skin for the droids, and it's really cool. And, you know, it kind of helps them blend in to the environment a little bit. So in a way, the droids, they can kind of have an edge. In a way. Poor clone troopers, they kind of stick out too much. What other droid skins do you guys want to see? I want to see, like, pilot skins. I think I could do all kinds of stuff with the droids. Hello, Harold. How's it going? Good afternoon. What time is it where you guys are at? Let me know. Let me know. Nick wants to know, when will they fix the 327th clone skins and the other skins? Well, I don't know if it's in this update. It might be in the upcoming update in December, if I'm not mistaken. We would have to check on that. I don't know the exact date on that. That's a very good question, but they are going to fix some of the existing skins. Tom Hanks, is that really you? I'm a huge fan, man. He says, Ryan, do you think we will get Padme and Jango? That'd be really cool. I would love to see both of these heroes in the game. I'd also love to see Captain Rex, Ahsoka, Ventress, Mace Windu. There's so many heroes that they could still add to this game. And right there, we just blew up in ATT. That was pretty epic. So as you can see here, the goal, you know, on this phase, I believe this is phase 2, is to simply destroy as many ATTs as possible. And, you know, it doesn't work like regular Galactic Assault matches. You know, the ATTs, they actually are the reinforcement. So at the top there, you'll see where it says 1. So I believe that means we need to take down one more ATT, and then I believe we win the match. Now, on the third phase, the Republic actually have to use the ATTs to capture the area. So you cannot simply use a clone trooper's body to stand in the area and capture it. You have to be inside of an ATT to capture that final zone, which is really cool. Sergeant Clone Trooper 501st says, I want the 501st. Well, don't worry, man. 501st, they're arriving in February with Anakin. So that's official. That is official, dude. Let me see. I believe someone else asked a question as well. It was Binkley. Binkley, thank you. Thank you for sending the donation. Thank you, man. It says, I think we should have a zombie Geonosian survival mode. Legacy of Terror was one of my favorite episodes. That'd be so cool to see. I think I would love this as well. And I think they should roll out something like this near, you know, October, like the Halloween month, because it would be perfect. Like if they ever did like an undead mode, or where he faced off against like Dathomir Night Sisters or something like that, I would love that, guys. I think it'd be so cool. But yeah, let's jump over to, well, actually, let's take a look at the 212th. So this is the 212th skin right here. I'm playing as the Assault, and we are taking down some droids. We got our, I have my Ion Grenade equipped. I have the Scan Dart equipped. And then, of course, my Vanguard. Hello there, Brazil. Hello, Andrew. What's up, dude? Thank you guys for watching. Definitely appreciate it.
Droid scanning, moving in.
Alex has donated as well. Thank you, Alex. I really appreciate it, man. The Force is strong with you. Alex says, it's time to play some Battlefront 2. Do you guys feel like Battlefront 2 is having a major revival since you've seen Geonosis? Let me know. I feel like it is. Like, after I played Geonosis, like, I feel like it's how I felt before the game released. Like, before this game released, there was so much buzz and excitement at EA Play. There was so much hope for the game. And I'm starting to feel that way again. Like, I'm starting to feel hopeful, more excited, and I just cannot wait. But let's jump back to Obi-Wan Kenobi here, shall we? During the Dust Storm, if you guys missed this earlier, he is wearing his standard default Master Jedi skin here. And you can see the ATT once again drop down, and the LAATs will, you know, drop the ATTs, and you can actually get inside of it with the clone troopers, which is really cool. So you don't use battle points to spawn on the ATTs. You actually just walk up to it and just get inside. Andrea says, "Together, brothers. Together, brothers." Clone XG says, Ryan, continue making Star Wars conflicts. Yeah. Do you guys want to see more Battlefront 2 conflict episodes? I really want to get back into it. I actually started filming the first scene of the next episode. But Geonosis is not on arcade, and in order to film it, we really need an arcade map. So the next episode, it does not have Geonosis on it. But I really want to do an episode on Geonosis, which is why I'm kind of holding off at the moment. Plus, it's tons of work, guys. It's insane work. But just let me know. Everyone's saying yes. Yes, please. Yeah, I might chip away at it more, guys, for you. I really want to do it. Of course. Helmer wants to see Droidicas. I do too, man. Droidicas all the way, dude. Ringlow says, conflicts would be amazing. Okay, you guys are making me want to work on it even more now. I'll give you a hint. In the next episode, there are ARC 170s. We'll give you a hint. I really give you a hint there. And there are space battles. The first time ever in a conflicts episode. So it's going to be a lot of work. Ringlow, yes. If you donate, thank you very much. I hope I saw... I'm pretty sure I answered your question, actually. So thank you very much, Ringlow. The Force is strong with you.
There is no emotion, there is peace.
I really appreciate it. And again, guys, if you're just joining and my voice is raspy, it's because I do have a cold from traveling so much. I swear, every time I travel overseas, I get a cold. It's because... I think it's because the airports are full of, like, so much germs in those airplane seats, you know, like 1,000 people sit in them. So, it's... I don't know. I try to avoid it every time, but it seems like I can't.
Stop them!
Troy wants to know, how many credits is Obi-Wan Kenobi? Good question. So, Obi-Wan Kenobi is 35,000 credits. 35,000. GTR says, this is so beautiful.
Gunner's just waiting on you now.
Mr. Star Wars with the environmental clutter joke. It's funny because I think Star Wars Battlefront 2 has the most memes of any game. Hello, Mark Hamill. Is that the real Mark Hamill? Could it be?
These clankers in your sleep. Just do it already.
Robbie, this is not out just yet. It releases on the 28th, which is Wednesday. So in only a couple of days. Only in 2 days, man. Taylor says we need a Jedi Temple map. Totally agree. That'd be so cool.
Roll this left, sir. Second Vanguard, follow me. You can count on us.
So let's hop back over to the ATT, shall we? Yeah, the cutscenes are amazing. The end cutscene when the Republic wins is the best. It's freaking awesome. Trip Shaw just donated. Thank you very much, Trip. He says, are Ahsoka and Padme confirmed? The answer to that question is no, they're not confirmed. You know, the developers, they're definitely fans of both Ahsoka and Padme, so I really wouldn't be surprised to see them in the future. But do you guys want to see Padme and Ahsoka? I do. I really want to. And, you know, Ahsoka, she's one of my all-time favorite Star Wars characters, period. Like, in the Clone Wars TV show, she's definitely one of the most memorable characters. Vader Cool says, Obi-Wan's legendary skin would be Ben Kenobi. If they ever did that, like had old Ben in the game, I think he'd be like a totally new hero because, or he'd be like you said, he'd probably be like a super legendary skin because they would technically have to probably redo his entire animation set. So it'd be like a whole new hero because he'd move completely different since he's older. And he might have different abilities, I'm not sure. But, yeah. I'm not ignoring you, Minotaur, I'm sorry. There's so many people chatting in there. I'm sorry if I don't see your messages, guys. Oh, do you really watch it with your friend, bro, Adrian? I think I've seen you before, Adrian. On here. I think I've seen you guys, the twins. Together, brothers. Hello, John. What's up? You've been noticed. Lucas has a good question. He wants to know, where are the Geonosians? The Geonosians, they're actually on Phase 1. So, I can switch over to that real quick. I'll jump back over to this as well, but let me see. If I go here, let me show you the Geonosians. So if we go here, I can kind of You can see them flying in the sky.
Count on us.
So if you look up, you can see the Geonosians flying in the sky. You can't play with them or interact with them directly just yet. But, you know, I've been really telling DICE that I want to see them added as reinforcements. I think it'd be so cool to see. That's a good question, Zach. Zach wants to know, is the map one-sided? Good question. Very good question. So, you know, I only got to play like a couple hours. And to me, it didn't feel one-sided. I mean, I was able to get a lot of kills and, you know, capture objectives on both sides. I felt like it was balanced, but only time will tell, because I do need to spend some more time with it. Like when I was at the capture event, I was thinking about you guys and thinking, I really want to get good footage for you guys. I better get some kills. I better get Obi-Wan. I better get some good gameplay. You know, it was, you know, just that moment where you can't really mess up. You have to make sure you get good gameplay. And I tried to pay attention to everything. But overall, it felt like it was, to me, it felt like it was pretty balanced. I love this section in particular. Like this section right here, Phase 1, feels really balanced. And it has two objectives at the beginning. There's not any phases that have you fighting over one objective, which is pretty good. The last phase, technically it is one big area, but that's just it. It's one big area, which is nice. It's not like a small dinky circle where 40 people all of a sudden merge onto it like, you know, at the end of Theed. So that's good news.
Any surviving units?
Gamer says, Ryan, you better win this game. I know, I'm feeling pressured, man. Dude.
Roll this left, sir. Second Vanguard, follow me. Count on us.
That's awesome, Adrian. Thank you, guys.
Okay, troopers. You'll need to call for reinforcements.
Thank you guys for watching. That means a lot to me, my bro.
Those droids out of the factory.
Tommy wants to know, any arcade news? We were actually talking about that earlier, Tommy. And there's no news on arcade just yet. But as soon as I find out something, I'll let you guys know, of course. Okay, so let's go ahead and... What do you guys want to see? Do you want to see Obi-Wan gameplay now? Do you want to see more ATT gameplay? Do you want to see General Grievous's new skin? Let me know in the chat there. Let me know. Finn says, I want Cad Bane. That'd be so freaking awesome to see Cad Bane. I want to see, like, Cad Bane, Rex, and then also Jango Fett, because of course they all dual wield. Yeah, you guys want to see Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan coming up! Okay. We are switching over to Obi-Wan's new skin. This is his robed skin right here, his Jedi robes. The negotiations were short. Oh man, Ventress would be freaking amazing as well. I mean, Ventress is one of the most iconic villains, of course, from the Clone Wars TV series. Binkley says, first of all, thank you, Binkley, for the donation once again. Thank you very much. The Force is strong with you, Binkley. Binkley wants to know, or Binkley says, the bugs, the Geonosians, should be an aerial reinforcement. That would be perfect. That would be the perfect solution for the Geonosians. And it would just be so cool to be able to control them. Like, I would love that. Right now we don't have anything quite like that in Battlefront 2, so I say, why not do it? There's no Geonosis space battles at the moment. It's a good question, actually. There's no Geonosis space battles.
We've got to soften the ships up.
Jurassic World Gamer says, Ventress versus Ahsoka. Yeah, that'd be the ultimate matchup. Like, if they introduced Ahsoka, you know, to me the follow-up villain would have to be Ventress. You know how they first introduced Grievous and then they followed him up with Obi-Wan? You know, that was really the perfect order. If they ever introduced Ahsoka or Ventress, they'd have to follow them up with one or the other. That'd be so cool. Riglo09, thank you very much for the donation. Says, could you do a fan game? Like, you mean like a playing with the fans? Is that what you mean, playing with you guys, or do you mean like actually developing?
Please look where you're going.
Because what we do, like, we do live streams daily on Facebook, and I play with you guys all the time. Like, I'll get together on the PS4 or the PC with you guys and just play with you guys. So if you ever want to join in on our daily live streams, head over to our Facebook page as well at facebook.com/StarWarsHQ. We may be doing some more streams on YouTube as well, just depending on if I have the time, of course. Because I really want to do this with you guys. I feel like there's hope again. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but after, you know, playing Geonosis, seeing your guys' reaction, seeing the trailer get like 2 million views, I'm feeling like there's a revival going on. And I really hope that DICE makes the right decisions moving forward, because they don't want to kill this momentum. They got to keep this going. Like the game, I feel like it's coming back to life. I feel like it's coming back.
You don't need me any harm.
Finally, a challenge!
You're not going to run away again, are you?
TG Fanatic wants to see Anakin with the Starfighter. That'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be pretty interesting too if they like introduced hero starfighters in Galactic Assault. That'd be pretty cool as well. Oh, 2.2 million views. Sorry, John. Sorry. John just corrected me. I'm sorry.
Any surviving units? We need more time to rig the charges on the droid factory.
Oh man, Finn, that'd be so cool to see the Crimson Dawn outfit of Darth Maul. I really thought they were going to add that in there, to be honest with you. Surprised they haven't done it yet, but I really want to see that. Okay, so make sure there's no else in the way here. There we go.
It's your show, Trooper.
Thank you, Luke, for the donation. Thank you, man. I got a challenge for you, he says. Try and name all lightsaber forms if you can. Oh boy, man. You got me on that one. You guys, I'm going to challenge you guys to do that as well in the chat. It looks like Luke has challenged us.
Use it against them.
Saber says, this looks sick, man. And you guys can hear the game okay, right? I want to make sure you can hear the gameplay.
Glad to see you're enjoying yourselves.
Should be able to hear it just fine. Man, you know, seeing Obi-Wan in the game makes me want to see Qui-Gon in the game as well, because a lot of you guys are mentioning Qui-Gon Jinn in the chat, and it'd be so cool to, you know, playing Galactic Assault where you're Obi-Wan, and then your friend or your family member is playing as Qui-Gon. That'd be so awesome. Oh, and by the way, it has been confirmed that we will be getting a 9 versus 9 Heroes Unleashed event soon. I don't know exactly when, but that's coming after Obi-Wan Kenobi. So they are going to be doing a 9 versus 9 Heroes Unleashed event in Galactic Assault on Geonosis, which is going to be pretty crazy. It's going to be insane.
There is no emotion, there is peace.
And I do have a prediction. I wouldn't be surprised if they do 10 versus 10 by the time Anakin rolls around. It'd be so cool. Yeah, you can, yes, exactly. Strike Bandit pointed out, you can actually ride and land on the ATT. And you can do that easily as a hero. Like Obi-Wan, he could just jump right on top of the ATT and land on it.
Watch your step.
Sean, you cannot play with the ATT in arcade. Not yet, at least. You can't really even play in Geonosis on arcade just yet.
Waiting on you now.
But the good news is the ATT is not on rails, so when you do control the ATTE, you have full control over it. So you can go any direction with it, which is really cool. Thank you, Toasted. Toasted Donut Gaming. Toasted Donut. Sounds good, man.
Just do it already.
No hiding behind your droids now, is there?
Vinny, I haven't heard any new updates about Starfighter Assault. It's a good question. It's a good question.
We need more time to rig the charges on the droid factory. You've got
Thank you, Batman. Appreciate that, man. You guys are the best.
Hold this left, sir. Second Vanguard, follow me. You can count on us.
Talking with you guys like makes my day.
You'll need to call for reinforcements and find yourselves a vehicle. We want to keep those droids out of the factory.
Sean wants to know, is Obi-Wan's push ability stronger than Luke's? Good question. I believe so. Because what you can do is you can hold down the button that activates that force push, Obi-Wan's force push. And the longer you hold it down, the wider of effect the ability has, and the more powerful it becomes. So that's pretty cool. So remember that. So when you get Obi-Wan for the first time, don't forget, you can hold down his force push ability and to do a lot of damage. Protocol wants to know, how powerful is the ATTE? It is super powerful, man. I mean, it is super powerful. We can jump over there to the ATT here in just a second. We'll jump there in just a second after this gameplay of the 212th Attack Battalion plays. John wants to know, is General Grievous bugged? I'm sorry, is Obi-Wan bugged out like Grievous? Well, first of all, I don't know if you guys know this, but General Grievous will be completely fixed in the November 28th update, or he should be like 90% fixed from what I understand. So, to my knowledge, he's going to be fixed completely on the 28th for General Grievous. Now, with Obi-Wan, I didn't feel like he was bugged. I didn't notice any problems with him. Again, I only got to play with him a couple times. I'm hoping there's no issues with him. But overall, he was super powerful, easy to control. And, you know, I was pretty satisfied. Now, here's the ATTEs, by the way. So we were talking about the ATTEs. And one of you guys was wondering, how powerful is the ATTE? Well, right now I'm going up against an AAT. And the ATT to my right is kind of shoving me in the wrong direction. But I end up getting back on track here and focusing on the AATs. And, man, it can take down infantry instantly. It can take down the AAT very quickly. I recommend switching over to the main turret, by the way. So I went to siege mode here, and this thing will just demolish the AAT. I mean, it's going to completely wreck this AAT. Completely destroy it.
They lost their shields. Transport attack underway. Their shields up.
So I'll let you guys kind of listen to the sound too. Sounds beautiful. And right here, you got to activate that ion shot, which on the PC it's the F key. So I kind of made a mistake and didn't do that. Thank you, Binkley, once again. Binkley has donated once again. Binkley wants to know, do the droids get Spider Walker tanks? So you will see them on the battlefront. Like, you can see them in the distance to the left. I don't know if you actually engage them. I don't remember ever going up against one. Now, you cannot control them, so I do know you cannot control the spider droids, unfortunately. They are there, so hopefully that means in the future, they add the spider droids in the future. So we'll see. Maybe. Maybe. Possibly.
Do a better job of disrupting those defenses.
Striped Bandit wants to know, could you explain Obi-Wan's abilities? That's a good question. Yeah, so Of course, so let's jump back over to Obi-Wan Kenobi. And if you look at the bottom right, of course he's got 3 abilities. I was on the PC when I was playing. So, the one to the very right, the one that's assigned the F key, that's basically his force push. The E ability, which is the one with the fingers, that's his mind trick ability. Now his mind trick works completely different than Rey's. So what he will do is, I believe it disables all of the enemy's abilities, as well as their ability to evade and roll. So it kind of makes them completely vulnerable if they're trying to get away. So that's super useful against heroes, especially because heroes like blaster heroes who have, you know, like for instance like Phasma, who can set down her droid and shock you, she won't be able to do that if Obi-Wan mind tricks her. And then of course you got Q, which is the other ability where he advances forward. I can't remember what it's called. It's kind of like unrelenting advance of General Grievous. But Obi-Wan Kenobi will block, and then he'll do a lot of damage to the enemies, of course. Of course, because he's Obi-Wan. He does lots of damage to the enemy. Let me take a look here.
There is no death, there is the Force.
Totally agree, Yangs. Totally agree, man. Defensive rush. Yeah, thank you, Jurassic. Yeah, it's called defensive rush. I was wondering when that question was going to come up, Batman. Batman wants to know, so Ryan, who is your favorite now? Is it Obi-Wan or Grievous? Oh my gosh, man. Oh man, that's a tough one. I think, dude, I think I'm going to have to go with Obi-Wan. Like, I mean, Obi-Wan is definitely my favorite hero. Grievous is my favorite villain, but between the two, there's just something about Obi-Wan, man. Obi-Wan is just like, he is the definition of a Star Wars hero, in my opinion. Like, he's my favorite Jedi, first of all. So, I'm gonna have to go Obi, man. You can't really utilize any of the turrets, to my knowledge, on Geonosis, Joseph. And thank you, by the way, for the donation. The Force is strong with Joseph. Appreciate that, man. So, yeah, you can't really use any of the turrets, to my knowledge. I mean, I need to do a lot more exploring on Geonosis, of course. It's a huge map. By the way, they have confirmed that this is just a slice of the large-scale game mode version. So keep in mind, when you're playing the Assault, the Galactic Assault version, it's literally just a slice of what you're going to experience in the large-scale game mode in February. So, it's going to be huge. It's going to be absolutely massive. Actually, the update's on Wednesday. So the update is on the 28th. Thank you, Taffy. Really appreciate that. I love you guys. I love you guys. So let's head over to... Let's take a look at the STAP. So we haven't really taken a look at the STAP too much. So, of course, this is the new droid speeder, if you will. This thing is extremely fast, but it has a weakness. It has no armor. It's extremely dangerous. So if you want to live on the danger side, and you're a droid that needs a lot of adrenaline, you want to definitely use the STAP. Jurassic World Gamer has donated. Thank you, Jurassic World Gamer. The Force is strong with you. Jurassic World says, fully controllable Republic gunships. Please, DICE. Yeah, I would love to see that. That's something, of course, that we've been requesting for a while now. And, you know, I would love them to be fully controllable. And then also have the ability to, you know, have your friends load up in the LAT. So, that'd be so cool. And then let's jump over to the other one. We do have some BARC Speeder gameplay. Let me see if I can get that up.
Any surviving units? We need
See
more
here.
time to rig the charges on the droid factory. You've got to push those clankers back.
Oh, here. Here's the BARC Speeder.
The shields are back in place again.
This thing just looks so cool, but it's very fragile. I mean, I'm telling you, this thing, if you just get shot at a couple times, you're dead. Thank you, Mr. Lightstar. Thank you for the donation. Mr. Lightstar says, you are the best. Thank you for saving this game with a passion for it and for the community. A great YouTuber. Thank you for all. I feel the force in you. I feel the force in you too, man. Thank you.
Any surviving units?
Yeah, we've been trying to keep the hope up. You know, it's not been easy the past year, as you guys know, especially with the launch of the game. But we decided to be positive because we were like, maybe, just maybe, this game will turn around. And I believe this is the turning point. I believe we are witnessing history. And it's up to DICE, you know, to continue this and to keep the momentum. It's up to them. The ball is in their court. They got to keep the momentum. And how do you guys think they could keep the momentum? Like, personally, what I would do if I was DICE, I would continue giving us Clone Wars content for now. At least until people start wanting something different. Because right now, like, we've done polls, and 90% of the community want Clone Wars content. And don't get me wrong, it'll be cool to revisit, you know, the original trilogy and, you know, the new trilogy in the future. But I think they should just really pump out all that Clone Wars content. Because it's just a special era, and so many people want it. I mean, they could do Coruscant, Mustafar, you know, they could have Ahsoka, Jango Fett, Mace Windu, so many heroes, so much stuff. They could do Republic Commandos. Amazing. Yeah, he says, yes, more Clone Wars 2019. Albert says this looks awesome. Yang says we need an Order 66 game mode. Yes, that'd be very cool to see.
Starting up the HTE's pre-flight sequences.
Matthew, so the new large-scale game mode, which allows you to capture command posts and take down capital ships, that will be arriving in February with Anakin Skywalker. And it has been confirmed to be arriving on Geonosis as well. So that's going to be huge, guys. I think that's going to be another turning point because, you know, once they do that, they keep on focusing on that conquest-like mode and just really focusing and narrowing their focus and giving players what they want, not deviating from what the community wants, and really just doing the simple stuff. Give players what they want. Just focus on conquest, focus on new Clone Wars maps, focus on new Clone Wars heroes, and maybe weapons, vehicles, all that stuff. Hey, TDK Movies, what's up? How are you doing?
They lost their shields. Transport attack underway.
Plo Koon would be awesome. See, there's so much heroes. Yes, Zach. Yes, Obi-Wan does have emotes. I think I can preview those for you guys. Who would like to see Obi-Wan's emotes now? So if we go here, you know, we were taking a look at Obi-Wan's new outfit. And this is his Jedi robe outfit right here. Which is, I think it's like 40,000 credits, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta double check that. But if we fast forward here, we can look at his emote. So you guys should be able to hear this. So let me know if you can hear it.
Your move.
Let me back it up here.
Hello there. Your move. The strongest defense is a swift and decisive offense. Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
So he's got 4 right now, and I think it'd be cool to see the negotiations were short as an emote added on there as well. I'm just saying. What other emotes do you guys want to see? And then, of course, we have General Grievous's crazy-looking shattered armor skin, which looks freaking awesome. Looks amazing. Let me double-check something here real quick. I think someone... Steven says... Steven has donated. Thank you, Steven. So, Steven wants to know, is there anything else we can expect for the future of Battlefront 2? So, you know, with that said, that's a very good question. They did confirm that they are supporting Battlefront 2 in 2019. So they did confirm that there will be support for new content after Anakin Skywalker, which is huge news. Because honestly, I was kind of worried. I was really worried. So that's good news. And then right here, we have the 212th Attack Battalion. They cost 20,000 credits, and they look so cool. And, you know, this is definitely one of the skins I was looking forward to the most for the Clone Troopers. But I still do love my Wolf Pack. But I have to say, the 212th are going to be my favorite. Going to be my favorite. Then, of course, you got your droids moving in with their Geonosis skin, which is cool.
For their gunnery crews. Destroy their walkers.
So Luke just donated as well. Thank you, Luke. The Force is strong with you, Luke. So Luke says, I think the Jedi versus Sith lightsaber gameplay would be better if they locked onto each other with Assassin's Creed Rise, Son of Rome, or Kingdom Come Deliverance style. Yeah, that's something that me and my bro Robbie have actually debated. We've been like, should they lock on? Should it be freestyle? You know, there's definitely some drawbacks to both systems, I think. I think I would have to play it first to really form an opinion. Like, I would have to experience the difference between both play styles. But what do you guys think? Do you think there should be a lock-on system for lightsaber heroes? The only thing that I worry about with a lock-on system is if someone were to abuse it. But then again, people, they pretty much abuse every type of system in a game. But I don't know. I would have to try it myself. It's a very, very cool idea. Hayden has donated as well. Thank you, Hayden. Hayden says, would you like to see the Hellfire droid added? Yes, absolutely. You can actually see on this map some of the Hellfire droids are like damaged and completely destroyed. So they do have 3D models of the Hellfire droids ready to go. But my guess is they just haven't animated them yet. So they really need to get on that. DICE, you need to get on that. Because I would love to see Hellfire droids. That'd be so cool. Yes, we have landed on Mars. You know, when I was flying home from Stockholm, Sweden, it was sunset, and I was looking down on Arizona, which of course is where I live, and with that sunset, you know, and the desert, it really looked like I was landing on Geonosis. I posted a picture on Twitter for you guys, if you want to see it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, no droidicas yet, Austin. I know it's a bummer, man. We only got environmental clutter out of that situation so far. Totally sucks. But hopefully in the future they surprise us with some droidicas, because we've been waiting. Droidicas would be amazing.
Any surviving units?
No problem, Batman. Thank you for entertaining me. Okay, so here's General Grievous with his regular skin. We haven't seen this gameplay yet. We're just roaming around the planet of Geonosis trying to kill as many Republic clone troopers as possible. So Steven has donated as well. Thank you, Steven. The force is strong with you. Steven wants to know, what was your experience like meeting with DICE in Sweden? And can you give a highlight? Good question. Very good question. So, first of all, like, my experience meeting with DICE in Sweden was awesome. Like, you know, they're my childhood heroes. I've been playing their games since I was a kid. And I played all of their games, like Battlefield, Rally Sport Challenge. I've been fans of DICE since. So for me, I'm always kind of like starstruck when I walk into the DICE offices, if you will. And for the highlight of the event, man, I mean, I honestly was just talking to them, hanging out with everyone there, the developers and the game changers, and then actually seeing their work, you know, come to be. Like, seeing Geonosis for the first time and actually playing it, it was amazing. And seeing them react to our reactions and, you know, giving feedback on it. It's always interesting having conversations with them behind the scenes. It's just, the whole overall experience is amazing. I mean, I absolutely love the experience. Very lucky to do it. Let's see. Which other gameplay would you guys like to take a look at? Let's go ahead and go to... Well, let's let this play. This is these guys. So Devin has donated as well. Thank you, Devin. The voice is strong with Devin as well. And again, guys, let me know what you think about the Porg. I think I asked you guys earlier, but I missed your comments. Do you guys like the Porg? Do you hate the Porg? Let me know in the comments. I hope you guys like it, because when I do it on Facebook, people love it. So I hope you guys love it as well. Okay, so Devin said that they definitely hope they get the dual-wielding clone soon. Devin would love to see Rex, Cad Bane, Django. Devin also hopes Ahsoka and Ventress are next in line. And Devin would not mind seeing a melee-specific Enforcer class as well. Those are all really cool ideas. You know, with the dual-wielding clone and the melee-specific Enforcer class, that would be so cool. You know, we saw, like, in the artwork, or in the trailer, I mean, it seemed like there was, like, a melee clone in there. They kind of shut that down immediately. You know, it was obvious to me that he's holding some type of baton. So maybe that's coming in the future. I think that'd be really cool to see. So I totally agree, Devin. All of that would be cool to see. Like, every single thing you said, I want to see. Definitely. It'd be amazing.
Enemy reinforcements. I don't like this.
Okay, let's make sure we're not missing any comments. Someone else asked me that earlier, Adam. Adam wants to know, did you notice any bugs with Obi-Wan? Not really. I mean, again, I only got a little bit of time to play with him. And the time I played with him, I had to, like, frantically get as many kills as possible and stay alive as long as possible, because I only had one opportunity to get the gameplay for you guys. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't notice anything so far. I'm gonna have to play with them more, of course. George says they did surgery on a grape. I actually saw that post on Twitter today. Robbie says hello. Hello, everyone. Why, hello there. Why, hello there.
It's amazing.
Robbie says it's amazing. Yeah, I was playing with everyone, JTube. Drifted says hello there. Adam says hello there. I think hello there is going to be the most popular emote. I know, why is Jar Jar not in the game? Someone needs to get on this immediately. Luke says, General Robbie, you are a bold one.
Indeed.
That wasn't the line.
Oh, was it?
Coney says, hello there, Robbie. I'm reading all of your comments in Obi-Wan's voice, since you're all saying hello there. Hello there. Matthew wants to know, is the Conquest mode like the old Battlefront 2? All I gotta say is it better be. You know, I mean, it's something that we really want. Like, I know that you'll be able to capture command posts and then take down capital ships as well. But that's all we know so far. I'm hoping it's even better than the original Conquest mode.
Another ATTE for you.
Robbie says, mm-hmm.
The shield is out.
Get the high ground, Owen. Do it.
One transport scrapped, one to go.
Let's see. Make sure I don't miss any of your comments. Sorry if I missed some of your comments. There's so many comments. Walter says, the porgs are the food of Chewie. Me and Chewie, we actually go back a long ways. I know we ate my friends and family, but we're cool. We're cool. It's all good. We still hang out. About once a week.
We will need to calculate our odds. Minute. Our ship cannot take much more.
Obi-Wan's left ability is his defensive rush, I believe it's called. Kind of similar to Unrelenting Advance of General Grievous.
Remember how you used to repel the enemy from our ships?
Clout, the update is on the 28th, November 28th. RPG Gaming wants to know, how was Sweden? So Sweden was cold, and at this time of the year it's actually very dark most of the time. But it was beautiful because I was in Stockholm. So Stockholm, it is, like, whenever I travel, I've been to Germany, I've been to, you know, Los Angeles, I've been to all kinds of places. And in my opinion, Stockholm is definitely the most beautiful city I've seen so far in my journeys. It is absolutely beautiful, and it's so historic. Like, there's no city like it. Especially when you walk around and you just take it in. But I do prefer to go during the summer. Because during the summer, it's, you know, lighter outside, it's brighter, of course, and it's warmer. But I was able to, like, wear a jacket and a coat. So I was fine. And again, if you guys are just joining, I apologize about my voice, but, man, I have had such a cold ever since I returned from Sweden with a sore throat. And I've been just pushing through making these videos for you guys, but, that's just the way it is. It seems to happen to me every time I travel overseas. Oscar's from Sweden. Cool, man. Awesome. Yes, Zach. I believe so. It will be buffed, and then also it's going to have a better turning radius. So you'll be able to control it better. It's a good question. It's a good question. Yeah, Ricola. Ricola, I need something. I need some green milk, man. It's good for the throat. Alright, take it easy, Batman. Thank you for joining, and may the force be with you. Always. Sam, when will Anakin come out? Never. Just kidding. Anakin's coming out February. So Anakin's going to be a huge hero release. But before Anakin is Count Dooku. Nobody asked about poor Dooku. I feel sorry for him because nobody seems to love Dooku, man. There's no love for Dooku. It's the new milk advertising campaign. Got green milk? Matthew's like, Dooku who? How dare you, sir? If Dooku was here, he would lightning strike you and force choke you all at once. I'm sorry, but it's true. Not to be threatening, but I'm just saying that that's probably what would happen. Thick has donated. Thank you, Thick. He says, hello there. Why, hello there, Thick. How are you? Yes, I think overall Obi-Wan's moves do feel pretty smooth. I didn't really do a lot of damage with his defensive move, the one that's the Q, the one to the left. I think that one's going to be more useful for, you know, close quarters combat or hallways. Doesn't seem very good in, you know, open scenarios, if you will. Dun 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 dun.
All right now, no surprises.
With luck, that tank can keep him busy till the cavalry arrives.
Zuler or Zolar wants to know, will there be skins for the battle droid? So, it's a good question as well. You guys are full of good questions, and that's a question that I've been wondering as well. You know, the droids, they do have a Geonosian skin on this map as their default skin, but they haven't really added any more skins for the droids, which is surprising to me. So I really want to see like pilot skins, commando droids would be cool, stuff like that, you know? Liam is keeping it simple. He says, I want the whole Jedi Council. Same here. Hello there, Nate. What's up? Yeah, Mace Windu would be awesome. I mean, he was one of the most powerful Jedi. He may have survived his fall on Coruscant. And he's got one of the coolest lightsabers of them all. So, I mean, come on. Come on, guys. They got to get him in there. Dryton Obi-Wan costs 35,000 credits.
Please look where you're going.
Liam says, well, Liam donated. So, Liam donated $4.99. Thank you, Liam. Definitely appreciate that, man. I was laughing because of his comment. So, he said, when are Kathleen Kennedy and Ryan Johnson being outed as villains? Oh my gosh, man. The opinions. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I read your question, and that's all I'm gonna do. Oh man, the questions out here. Some of them make me just wonder.
Like bathing in a lake of venom mice.
I mean, people have their opinions on The Last Jedi. Personally, with The Last Jedi, guys, you know, it's just, let me know your opinion on The Last Jedi. What do you think about The Last Jedi? All I want right now, this is what I want. I want Battlefront 2 to focus on the Clone Wars. And I want the movies to do the right thing as well. I think it'd be cool to see Luke Skywalker come back, like, literally in physical form. I know that may sound a little bit ridiculous. Maybe you guys think I'm crazy, but I think it'd be cool to see Luke so powerful that somehow he remanifests himself. What do you think? You know, I think if you know, Kathleen Kennedy and Disney do something that's amazing like that, or I don't know. I think there's a way they can bring it back. I don't know. Do you think, my question to you guys is, do you think that the new trilogy can be saved? That's the question. With Episode 9. Do you think Episode 9 can save the new trilogy? I think there is a way. I think J.J. Abrams, if there's anyone that can do it, J.J. Abrams with Kathleen Kennedy can do that. Because I loved Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams, what they did with Episode 7, of course. I mean, I really did love Episode 7. So maybe there's hope. I mean, I feel like Star Wars Battlefront 2 is coming back. I mean, look at Geonosis. That's huge. So maybe there's hope.
To their artillery for their gunnery crews.
Thank you, Christian. Christian Garcia has donated. Thank you, Christian. Says, when do you think they will stop adding content to this game and just roll it over into Battlefront 3? That's a good question. Yeah, that's something we've been talking about. Like, you know, will they start development on Battlefront 3 in 2019 while still rolling out content for Battlefront 2? You know, it's going to be interesting to see. You know, I think no matter what, there's going to be a sequel someday. But I also know that I think Battlefront 2, they really wanted this game to last a very, very, very long time. And you could just tell by looking at it. Like, the graphics in this game are set to last for, like, the next 3 years at least. The graphics are absolutely nuts. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. It really depends on the success of Battlefront 2, I guess.
Master will be most pleased.
Dun, 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 dun. So Mr. Zoombot says yes, J.J. Abrams can bring it back. Some people do not believe it is possible. It's gonna be interesting, guys. It's gonna be interesting what's gonna happen. Tobias says yes, but it's gonna be hard. Yeah. It's not gonna be easy. We'll see what happens. Hey Yannick, how's it going?
Should have retreated.
What's up? Emil! Emil has arrived. Hey Emil, how's it going, man? He says, wait, live on YouTube? What? Yep, I don't usually have time to do a YouTube stream. But today I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it for you guys. You know, we're all excited about Geonosis. Obi-Wan, the excitement is real, so let's do it. Let's do it. Liam says an Anakin versus younglings mode in the temple. What is wrong with you, man? That's sick, dude.
Destroy their walkers so they can secure the area.
Star Wars for the win. Thank you for watching, Matthew. So 2560 notification, I think said no Wookiees. No Wookiees. Any replacement for the Wookiees. So there's no Wookiees on Geonosis, which is good news. There's no replacement for them either. So there's the answer. And if you guys are new, by the way, feel free to subscribe right here on our YouTube channel. We will be posting more stuff tomorrow. So we got some cool stuff coming up tomorrow, so don't forget. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? Austin wants to know how much bigger than Hoth? How much bigger is Geonosis than Hoth? This is a good question. Man, it feels bigger to me. Maybe it's just because it gets so expansive at the end. Like, right now we're approaching the end objective, and it just feels like it opens up, which I love. Any pre-Cyborg Vader skins? Maybe. That'd be so cool, though. Flare, this comes out on the 28th for all platforms. What you're watching here is actually gameplay I recorded over in Stockholm, Sweden, of Geonosis. So Paul wants to know, does Darth Maul have any new vocals in the game for battling Obi-Wan Kenobi? And thank you, Paul, for the donation. So, I believe so. I believe the answer to that question is yes. So a lot of people had to go in there and redo some, or add some voice lines, I should say. I believe Darth Maul was one of them. I don't know what those voice lines are, but I do believe they did add voice lines. I was wondering if you're going to see that, Mill. I was like, oh, I hope Mill didn't just see that. Figures you come into the stream on that part. There are many times where I did that spider crawl. Me and Emil went to the event with me as well, and we sat next to each other when we played Geonosis. And there were a couple times where we ended up on different teams. So he could see what I was doing on my screen, I could see what he was doing on his screen, and it was so funny when one of us would kill each other because we'd be like, no! You ruined my gameplay footage! It was so funny. That's why it's so much fun to do these events with friends. Fun times indeed. Yes, Tyler. So Tyler wants to know, is there going to be a Geonosis only playlist? Yes. So to answer that question, yes. Si. Si, senor. Si, senor. Oh, nice, Donovan. Donovan just got a Nintendo Switch. Nice, man. What games you got on it? I literally bought my Switch just for Mario Kart. Like, that's the only reason why I bought it. Christopher actually lives in Sweden. Awesome, man. Are you near Stockholm, by the way? Because if you are, you're pretty much right by Dice's office. Alright, take it easy, Matthew, and may the force be with you, always. Hey, Matt, what's up, dude? How are you doing?
The core ship's warming up. It won't take them long to prep for launch.
Any moment now.
Yeah, Drenton wants to know arcade for Geonosis. There's no arcade yet. Or at least I don't think there is. From what I understand. Hopefully in the future, in the very near future.
There is no emotion, there is peace.
So right now, Obi-Wan Kenobi is advancing. This is the third phase, or second or third phase. We are taking down droids one by one.
Droid command ship prepping for evac. Stop them!
Watch your step.
Pathetic flailing accuses.
HCE defending servo laser. Awaiting gun crew.
So Delta wants to know, what tips could you give for this map? And, well, I would say, like, at the beginning, so, you know, on phase 1, you usually want to go with a class that's more close quarters. So I just use the Assault class. It's my favorite class. Or you could use the Heavy. That's what I recommend. Or even Officer. But at the beginning, you definitely want to have the mindset that you're going into close quarters battles. And then as you continue to progress, you know, into phase 2, then you want to kind of think about the ATTEs as being your main objective. You know, regardless of which side you're on, because, I mean, they're the focal point. So if you are, you know, on the Republic side like I am right here, you want to get into that ATTE and start firing on these hard cell transports and take these babies down. And then if you're on the other side, of course, you want to take down the ATTEs. And it's just a really cool area because it opens up and there's a lot of cover still. So another big piece of advice is use that cover. Don't stay out in the open. It's absolute suicide to stay in the open on this map. So you definitely want to learn, you know, the different lanes. Yes, Conrad, I believe you could spawn on the ATTs, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Jason wants to know when or how do you get into the ATTE? So the ATT is actually dropped by a LAT, and once it drops, you know, it'll tell you, hey, you can get into the ATTE. So you don't use battle points. You know, you don't spawn with the menu. You'll actually just walk up to the the ATTE, and then get inside of it, as long as no one else is in there. Pretty cool. Actually, I know a lot of you are probably wondering that, like, why did I go to the event and then Robbie kind of stayed behind? Well, Robbie, he's really focusing on open world games as well. Like, if you guys have seen open world games, he's been covering Fallout, Red Dead Redemption 2, Anthem, all of the open world games, and it's really taking off for him, and a lot of people are loving the open world games content. So he was like, you know what, I need to still keep on doing my open world games. Plus, there's a rumored open world Star Wars game. So he's like, I gotta keep this open world games going, you know? So I was like, okay. And he also made videos while I was away in Sweden for me on Star Wars HQ. So it was kind of a win-win situation, and I definitely really appreciate Robbie doing that, of course, because that was really nice of him. And, you know, that's my bro, man. That's my bro. We got each other's backs. I actually did that for him during Star Wars Celebration. Believe it or not, during Star Wars Celebration, I stayed back while he went to Star Wars Celebration. And, you know, it was worth it because I was able to just make so many videos. I would not have been able to make the videos for you guys if I was on the floor at Star Wars Celebration. So, it's just the way it is. But, you know, again, we have each other's backs, you know. It's the way we roll. It's the way we roll. It's the way the porgs roll, man.
Another ATTE for you.
Boris wants to know, what do you think about the speeders? So right here you can see the BARC Speeder in action. And the speeders, they're good for... I mean, I've never really used a lot of the speeders in the game anyway. But on this map in particular, they're going to be really useful for hit-and-run tactics or just like being a nuisance to the enemy. Because right now I'm completely distracting this clone trooper. He's totally distracted. I'm being such a nuisance to them. I'm also able to get across the open expanse very fast, get off the STAP speeder in this case, and flank them from behind. So it's very useful in that regard. But I do wish the STAP speeder had a little bit better controls on the PC. So I'm hoping they fix that in the future.
Our ship cannot take much more.
So Richard says Star Wars Battlefront 3 needs open world gameplay. That'd be so cool. And sorry guys if I'm not seeing all of your comments. It's going by so fast. And, you know, again, my voice, it's super raspy, so if it sounds like I'm kind of, like, trying to catch my breath, it's because I'm losing my voice, but I apologize about that.
Remember how you used to repel the enemy from our ships?
Emil says, yeah, we were all at the event when the trailer dropped for Geonosis, and Ryan was able to sleep while we all needed to make videos about the trailer. It's true, man. It's true. Like, I was sitting with Emil, and Emil pointed out that the trailer released. I was like, wait, what? The trailer released? So Emil was like, I gotta make a video right now. And then I was like, I'm gonna just message Robbie real quick and see if he can make it. Because at that point I was so tired, and I know everyone was tired, but I'm sorry, man. I told Emil, I was like, Advantage Twins. Sorry, man.
Reactor
But there's been plenty, like right now, I'm not joking, I've been up for 24 hours. Like, I've gotten no sleep. And that's possibly because I'm just, you know, got the cold, but there's times where I work my butt off. Jordan, the Battlefront guy, has donated. Thank you, Jordan. He says, do you think they'll add the new speeders in Kashyyyk? That's a good question. That'd be pretty cool. That would actually be pretty cool. I don't know if they would do that, though. I don't know if they would really make sense on Kashyyyk. It really depends on how it would affect the gameplay on Kashyyyk, of course. Why is there a Porg on the screen? Because I am the Porg. I hope you guys like it. I always use the Porg on our Facebook live stream. So it's like, you know what? We need to introduce the Porg over onto our YouTube channel for once. Like, I think this is the first time the Porg has been seen on the YouTube channel. So again, if you guys like it, let me know. If you guys don't, let me know. But on Facebook, people actually prefer the Porg over anything else. It's pretty funny. They're always like, if I'm not using the Porg, they're always like, oh man, where's the Porg? Dude. Dude. The Porgs have arrived on Geonosis, Vader. Kaisha says, I like it. The dust storms are awesome. The dust storm happens on between phase 2 and 3. And it really limits visibility. I mean, snipers, they can technically still pick you off, but not nearly as easy. That'd be close. Matt says, I love this.
Not to diminish your accomplishments, but we just figured out where the bugs flew off to. The droids are deploying additional units from a couple of hard cell transports. You got new targets, troopers.
Dun 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 dun.
Let's get a move on.
Dun 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 dun.
Destroy the transports before they can retake the droids.
Thank you, Jake, for the donation, man. The Force is strong with you. John wants to know, could we see a Battle Royale mode? The question is, do you want to see a Battle Royale mode? Like, it's interesting. Battle Royale, it's one of those enigmas to me. Because it's like I want to see a Battle Royale mode, kind of, but then I don't. Like, when Call of Duty released with their Battle Royale mode, I loved it at first, but then I never play it. It's like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'd rather have them focus on something else. Like more, you know, conquest maps or more heroes. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? I need to know your opinion. This is recorded footage from the event in Stockholm, Sweden. So it was in Stockholm, Sweden. Met up with the developers and the other game changers. And we had a blast. We hung out, played some Geonosis, played with Obi-Wan. And, again, we just all had a blast recording this gameplay. And I did my best. I hope you guys enjoy it. You know, I did get Obi-Wan a couple times. I was so grateful that I was able to get Obi-Wan. I was like, I was putting a lot of pressure on myself. I was like, do not screw this up. And I was lucky, kind of, too. I mean, it takes a little bit of luck as well.
Like bathing in a lake of venom mines.
So a lot of you guys do not want Battle Royale. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Yeah, a lot of you guys want just like conquest maps. Snowy says Battle Royales are overrated. Interesting. Yeah, it'd be so cool to have a new map. Totally agree. Manuel definitely doesn't want a Royale mode. Gosh, I haven't heard anyone say they want Battle Royale. That's interesting. I need to do a poll. Now, Warhead said Battle Royale would be a great addition. It would definitely bring a whole new player base to the game. So Dominic, you got your Jedi Master skin, which I'm playing with right here. And then you got your Jedi Robe skin as well. No news on episode 9. Nope.
It's your show, troopers. Kill the LZ for our gun.
So a couple of you guys want Battle Royale as well. It would be interesting. It would probably be pretty fun. What map do I want when Anakin and the 501st come out? I mean, ideally, I would want Coruscant. Like, I mean, that'd be so freaking awesome to see Coruscant.
They're undisciplined. Use it against them. I understand you've had some troubles recently. I'm glad to see you're enjoying yourselves. There is no death, there is the Force.
The update, it's not live everywhere. It'll be live on November 28th everywhere. So, it'll be live on all platforms November 28th. Which is on Wednesday. Thank you, Jake. Jake has sent over a donation. Thank you, man. Jake wants to know, are we going to get a tournament mode? Like the Halo Championship Series. Imagine watching the best players in the world go at it. Now, that would be cool. I mean, if they started getting into, like, maybe, like, MLG stuff or tournaments, I would love that. Now, would I be the best player in the world? I don't know. Probably not. But, it would be fun to participate in that. Maybe I could get some training. We Porgs are known for extreme vision, and we are very, very good at video games. Do any of you guys consider yourself to be like an MLG gamer? Emil's like MLG sniper, sunglasses. I'm more like MLG Vanguard or MLG CR2. It's funny because, like, I'll play Galactic Assault, and lately I've been getting a lot of kills in Galactic Assault. Like, I've been really putting my mind into getting higher scores. Like, I think I got like 45 kills on Kashyyyk recently, which for me personally, that's pretty good. I know many of you guys may get like 80 to 100 kills sometimes, but when I go into Blast, pretty much every time I'm in like the top 2 or 3. And many times first place. There's something about Blast that I'm really good at. I'm not sure what it is. Do you have a mode that you're particularly good at? Like, are you good at Galactic Assault, or do you specialize in Blast? What is the mode that you're best at? So, let's head over to the droid gameplay. I don't know if we played this recently. Jason has sent over a donation as well. Thank you, Jason. Jason wants to know, are you disappointed about no Republic Commandos? I really want to see Republic Commandos in the game. That would be freaking amazing. Who would want to see this? This is something we've been talking about for a while. And, you know, if I saw a Republic Commando, guys, I would be happy. Let me just tell you that. That would be freaking awesome. Yes, Austin. Yeah. So the LAT will actually drop in an ATTE. And then once that ATT drops in, you can actually get into it. It's pretty cool. So Garrett wants to know about Obi-Wan's abilities. So I did do that earlier. And I can go over them again here in just a second. So I'll go over them here for you in just a second. I promise. Once we get past this droid gameplay. Zero, they did fix the problems with Grievous. So, to me, from what I understand, all the problems with Grievous should be fixed when the November 28th update rolls out. Excuse me, rolls out. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm losing my voice, guys. I'm getting worried. It's happening. Now you would like to see a 32 versus 32. That'd be pretty cool. In our other stream last week, we were talking about how Halo, I think it's Halo, no, or maybe it was Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 actually has like AI units on the map that you can shoot, like grunts and spectres or spectras, whatever they're called. Would you like to see that in Battlefront 2, like actual AI bots roaming around with the actual human players? Kind of curious to see what you guys think about that. So Megan says yes. Manuel says Titanfall 2 is the best. Totally agree with that statement. I love Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 is like one of my favorite games. Dexine says, yes, make it like a real war. Okay, so one of you guys asked about Obi-Wan's ability. So you got to the very right his force push. And in the middle, you got his mind trick ability, which will basically disable the enemy's abilities and ability to roll or evade. And then finally, you have his defensive rush move, which is kind of similar to Obi-Wan Kenobi's relentless advance, or whatever it's called.
All guests have arrived.
So those are his moves. And to me, the most effective so far is his force push. And then get this, his block. His block is extremely versatile because he has the most stamina of any hero when it comes to blocking. So super powerful. Super powerful, guys. Liam, thank you for the donation. Definitely appreciate it. The force is strong with you. He says, have you ever thought of making a Star Wars fan film? So, I mean, I've imagined what it would be like to do that. It would be a lot of work. We've done Battlefront 2 Conflicts, which is kind of like a Star Wars fan film. And I think we've made 5 episodes so far, or 4. And I've been kind of chipping away at the 5th episode. So it's a lot of work. Like, I mean, tons of work. And I know Star Wars Theory, right now he's hard at work on a Vader fan film, which I cannot wait to see. But it's a lot of work. And it would be fun to do. It would definitely be fun.
Core ship's warming up. It won't take them long to prep for launch.
Any moment now.
So the update rolls out November 28th.
There is no emotion, there is peace.
That's a good question. I don't know exactly what Obi-Wan's entrance theme song is. I have the music off because we can't post copyright music on YouTube, unfortunately. So I have to shut it off, which kind of sucks, but I don't know. We will see. We will see. Indeed. Fayez, Obi-Wan costs 35,000 credits. That'll be so funny. Alfred says it should be the Cantina Band song. Thank you, Jake, again for the donation, man. Says this game needs custom multiplayer. Big dice for it. Yeah. Totally agree, man. It needs private matches all the way. Like, you know, we did have private matches in Battlefront 2015, so, I mean, why not in this one? Plus, there's a lot of missed stuff that me and my bro could have been doing in private matches, like all the videos we could have been making. What a bummer. And also the community events we could have been doing with you guys, because we started getting real big into the community events with private matches with Battlefront 2015. So it's kind of a bummer. It's kind of a bummer. But I'll keep on bugging dice about it. Vader's Pet Pig has donated as well. Thank you, Vader. I like the name, by the way. He says Ahsoka or Mace. I personally want Ahsoka. Oh man, don't make me choose. It's so hard. I would have to. I think the edge would go to Ahsoka. Don't get me wrong. I love Mace Windu, but Ahsoka, she's just so cool, man. She's got the dual wielding lightsabers. She's just so cool. Like, I mean, I watched her throughout the whole Clone Wars and watched her, you know, progress in it. It was just so good. Hello, Daniel. What's happening? Ryan wants to know, do you think they made Obi-Wan right? Yes, absolutely. Like, when I played with Obi-Wan, you know, when you first play with a hero, you're like, oh man, is this going to be good or not? I hope he's good. Especially Obi-Wan, you're like really worried. You're like, oh god, I hope they didn't screw him up. I'd have to say Obi-Wan plays very well so far. The only ability that I think might be a little weak is that defensive rush. That's what I'm a little bit worried about. Other than that, he seems like a very solid hero. Doing good, Steven. How are you doing, man? Hey, Daniel. What's up, dude? Yeah, Coruscant would be amazing, Luke. Hit that like button if you want Coruscant. Thank you, Harvey. I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. And thank you to Gotham Knight for the donation. By the way, I don't know if you're named after, you know, Gotham, like the Batman Gotham, but I love Gotham, the show. Just wanted to add that in there. But Gotham Knight says, I would love to see the battle above Coruscant make it into the game. What other Clone Wars maps would you like to see? Yeah, the battle above Coruscant would be freaking amazing. Speaking of Coruscant, I would like to see, you know, the actual city of Coruscant. That's my next big request. And then the Jedi Temple. You know, Mustafar would be really cool. Something totally new, something different like Mustafar. Utapau would be awesome. Also, the Gungan City, the underwater Gungan City would look amazing. So, yeah, that's a good question. So, since we're looking at the ATT, if you look at the bottom right, you got all these options. So you got the siege mode. Now, when you go into siege mode, guys, remember to the right is the ion shot. So you need to first activate your siege mode, which of course is the center ability. Once you activate that, then you can activate your ion shot. And then make sure you use that ion shot first on the hard cell transports. It was kind of confusing. I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm doing this right. And half the time I wasn't doing it right. But then I figured it out after like 5 minutes. Now, when you take down these AATs like I'm doing right now, you don't have to worry about using the ion shot. I mean, this is going to do so much damage right here. But you need to use the ion shot on these. So I'm going to use the ion shot right here. Watch. So I'm going to press F. Here in just a second. Boom! Now we hit it. And now we can start shooting it with our siege cannon. If that makes sense.
face again.
Dritton is trying to mind trick me. It's not working, Dritton.
Another ATTE for you. The shield was out. One transport scrapped, one.
What was your super chat, Alec? Yeah, sorry about that. The comments are going by so quickly, man. Let's see if I can see it.
Damaged.
See if I can see it. Gotta be a way. So Alec sent one. Oh, there you go. So thank you, Alec, for the donation. Definitely appreciate it, man. He wants to know any news on reinforcements or Wookiee replacements. Well, there's no new news on like new reinforcements or, you know, Wookiee replacement for Geonosis. But, you know, as soon as I find out something, I'll let you guys know. It'd be cool to see something. What would you guys like to see as new reinforcements? Like, one of the biggest requests, of course, is the Droideka. That is one that I really want to see. If you ever want to donate, there should be a button next to the chat when you try to type in there, I believe.
Used to repel the enemy from our ship.
Alec, Wookiees are not on Geonosis. So that's a cool one. Harris wants to see spider droids. John wants to see a crashed speeder. Death Trooper wants to see commando droids. That'd be awesome. There's no starfighters on Geonosis. Verhaven. That'd be cool to see, though. Clone flame troopers would be nuts, man.
It's your show, troopers. Secure the LC for
Jason Kincaid has donated. Thank you, Jason. The force is strong with you. Jason wants to know, do you think EA will give us officers like Captain Rex? Man, that'd be so cool. Like, Captain Rex, for me personally, he's one of my most requested heroes. Like, that'd be amazing. Not only is he just a cool character, but he dual wields. So imagine Captain Rex showing up on the battlefront dual wielding weapons. That'd be so cool. DJ says, Republic Commandos, please.
Glad to see you're
Totally agree, dude. We have to see this. Dylan, Grievous should be fixed on November 28th. Yes. Izara also wants to see commandos. Yazabon wants to see ARC troopers.
There is no death, there is the force.
Be cool too. Ink wants to know Hellfire droids? Yay or nay? Well, they're not on Geonosis right now. You can see them, you know, crashed. I was explaining this earlier, but unfortunately you can't control them. It kind of sucks. I'm hoping they fix that in the future.
Any moment now.
Mize wants to see Magna Guards. That'd be so cool. Be awesome.
Exercise for some of the animals.
Lord wants to see Utapau. Utapau. Wow, Lord really wants to see Utapau.
There is peace.
SMG wants to see the, what do you call them? You call them, oh, the Hellfire tanks. I believe you could see those at the end in cinematic. You can't control them, but you can see them at the end. Paratroopers. It'd be pretty cool. That'd be interesting. It'd be kind of weird, though. Praetorian Guards would be cool. It's a different era, but it'd be cool.
Watch your step.
Mustafar. Yeah, I think Mustafar. Personally, I think I would want to see Coruscant first, and then Mustafar next. Coruscant, to me, is just like the next step, man. Mustafar will be the next step because it's just a totally different planet. Like, we've never experienced a lava planet on Battlefront 2. Sure, we experienced Solace in Battlefront 2015, but right now, currently, there's no Solace-like planets. And the last time we experienced Mustafar, that was a long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
The only thing that'll keep the Sips away from the factory.
Hello there, Orion. What's up? That would be cool. That would be cool, Jack. You guys have all kinds of good ideas. See, Dice just needs to sit in here. I'm hoping Dice listens to these live streams.
All right now.
You guys have really good ideas. We did a poll, by the way, and we asked what era do you think Dice should focus on in 2019, and I think it was like 80 to 90% of you guys voted for Clone Wars. So do you guys agree with that? Like, I agree with it. I mean, I think their primary focus in 2019 should be Clone Wars throughout most of the year. And then maybe they can, you know, revisit the new trilogy when Episode 9 comes out. I don't know, but I think Clone Wars is just something that's so popular.
Get a move on. We've got a battle to win here.
Destroy the transports before they can retake the droid factory. Standard fire's not gonna cut it.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul, for the donation. The Force is strong with you, dude. Paul wants to know, will they add Geonosis camo skins for the clone troopers? I've never gotten that question before. So, man, that would be cool. I mean, why not? I say go for it. If they can do it, they should. Especially since, if you look at the droids, they kind of have a camo skin. They kind of blend in. So, I think if DICE could do it, they should. There's no official word on that, but that'd be awesome. Yeah, Felucia would be a beautiful map. Imagine all the colors. You got a 74 kill streak recently, Steven. Nice. Nice. Ryan wants to know, who is your least favorite hero to play as? That's a good one. My least favorite hero to play as. Man, that's a tough one. I would have to go with... Let me think about that for a second. That's tough.
Like bathing in a lake of
I would say Han Solo, but I played with him recently, and he was actually pretty powerful. That's a tough one. Least favorite hero. Dude, that's tough. Who would you guys see? Who is your least favorite hero? Yeah, Han, exactly. Han, the only reason why I mentioned Han is because I don't play with him often. Now, when I finally played with him, I was like, holy crap, he's powerful. I need to be playing with him more. Here comes all the votes. So, Toxic says Leia, Adam says Finn, Dragonfire says Lando, Funny says Iden, Empire says Iden. My favorite, my favorite heroes, guys, are definitely the lightsaber heroes. Definitely the lightsaber heroes all the way. I just love them. You can never go wrong. I mean, I'm actually pretty good at Frey. In most cases. Some maps she's not as good on. But most of the time she's pretty good.
We need to reconsider our strategy around the Falcon.
Zero says Phasma sucks. Daniel says Phasma.
Eradicate
Thank you, Taffy. Thank you, man. Definitely appreciate that.
do not let the ATTEs clear a path to their heart.
I love being Darth Maul as well. I think he's super powerful if used right. And I love playing with Darth Maul in a one-on-one situation with Luke. Like it's the best battle ever. Those two heroes are pretty much evenly matched. Jason has donated. Thank you once again, Jason, for the donation. The Force is strong with you. Jason wants to know, what do you think EA should do with the Clone Wars? Now, that is the magical question. So this is what I think. I think when February rolls around and the new large-scale game mode releases, hopefully it's a smash hit. Hopefully. And, you know, if it is a smash hit, I think they should develop more maps for that new mode, including Coruscant, Mustafar, Utapau, maps like that. And then just give us more heroes, like Ahsoka, Ventress, Captain Rex, Cad Bane, Mace Windu. Maybe reinforcements like Commandos. I think it's just simple. There's so much stuff. And plus, if they focus on the Clone Wars, it's going to keep the community together. And it's going to be easy to matchmake into maps. So, it's a win-win situation. Win-win. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. We've been live streaming for a couple hours. I hate to cut it off. I want to do it longer. Like, I would do it for 4 hours if I could. But my voice just can't handle anymore. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I had a blast hanging out with you guys again. It was so much fun. And I hope I answered your questions. And you guys had so many cool ideas. And, you know, you're going to love Geonosis when it releases on the 28th. Remember, we do also do daily live streams on facebook.com/StarWarsHQ. So feel free to jump over there. But guys, I will see you next time. And may the Force be with you always.
Destroy their walkers so they can secure the area.